They have continued from that time till this time with the same slogan, that judgment belongs only to Allah. So that justifies their killing and justifies their murder and justifies every action that they do, claiming that the rulers are Tawagheet. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He sent the prophets and messengers, Allah Jalla wa Ala stated, وَلَقَدْ بَعَثْنَا فِي كُلِّ أُمَّةٍ رَسُولًا أَنْ يَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ وَاجْتَنِبُوا الطَّاغُوتِ. And we did not send except a messenger to every single nation, calling them to the worship of Allah and away from the Tawagheet. They say, look, Tawagheet, the rulers, all of them are Tawagheet. All of the rulers, they are Tawagheet. We say, why do you say that? Because they say that anyone who does not judge by what Allah has revealed, then they are the Tawagheet. We say, okay, let's analyze this affair. First and foremost, let's look at the tafsir of the Quran with regard to the word Tawagheet. If you look at the tafsir of the likes of Ibn Kathir, you look at the statements of the likes of Imam al-Shawkani, and wallahi you can go after scholar and scholar. If you look at the tafsir of Ibn Taymiyyah, you look at the tafsir of the likes of At-Tabari, Al-Qurtubi, going all the way back to Mujahid, Qatada, they say At-Tawagheet. Tawagheet wa jam Tawagheet. Singular Tawagheet. Jam Tawagheet. So now we have the word itself. Allah sent prophets and messengers to every nation, calling the people to the worship of Allah and away from the Tawagheet. What's the Tawagheet? They said the Tawagheet are the idols, the asnam. They are the awthan, right? The idols. The Tawagheet, then they are the kuhan, that they are the soothsayers. The Tawagheet, in all of these tafasir, you'll find them. The Tawagheet, that they are the fortune tellers. They are the idols. They are everything that is worshipped besides Allah. So now let's go back to the ayah. That Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala stated, that I did not send a messenger except to every nation, calling them to the worship of Allah and away from the worship of everything besides Allah. This is the meaning of Tawagheet. Then they say, no, but there are other narrations. We say, yes, there are other narrations. Let's explain those narrations from the scholars. That when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions that whomsoever وَيَكْفُرْ بِالتَّاغُوتِ وَيُؤْمِنْ بِاللَّهِ, that whomsoever disbelieves in the Tawagheet and believes in Allah, then he has taken the firmest handhold that will not be divided, that will not separate. So here's the statement of Allah. وَمَنْ يَكْفُرْ بِالتَّاغُوتِ, that whomsoever disbelieves in the Tawagheet. So now let's understand the word Tawagheet. That in the same tafsir, in the same explanations of these ayat, what do the scholars of tafsir say? That the Tawagheet are the heads of dalala. The ru'asa of dalal. The heads of misguidance, they are also Tawagheet. Also, anyone who calls to misguidance, he is a Tawagheet. So now we have some more definitions of the word Tawagheet. Now let's establish something. Ahlul Sunnah hold that the Tawagheet can be a Muslim and a disbeliever. A Tawagheet can be a Muslim and can be a disbeliever. How do we know this? We know this from the same explanations of those scholars. Shaykhul Islam Ibn Taymiyyah rahimahullah, he mentions the word Tawagheet. He mentions the Tawagheet are the callers to misguidance. Tawagheet. He mentions the Tawagheet are the idols. The Tawagheet are the fortune tellers. The Tawagheet are the soothsayers. Shaykhul Islam Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah ta'ala, the most famous statement of Shaykhul Islam with regard, and Ibn Qayyim likewise, because he quotes from Ibn Qayyim, that the heads of Tawagheet, that they are 5 in number. Iblis is the first one. This is from Shaykhul Islam Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab in Durr al-Sunniyah. In Durr al-Sunniyah. First he mentions Iblis. Then he mentions everyone, everything that is worshipped besides Allah. Everything that is worshipped besides Allah and is pleased with itself being worshipped. Tawagheet. He mentioned the Tawagheet also, the magician. The Tawagheet also, who? The one who calls others to worship him. Then he mentions Tawagheet also, the one who judges by other than that which Allah has revealed. They say, look, Tawagheet. So therefore, those who judge by other than what Allah has revealed, Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab rahimahullah holds them to be kuffar. Because all of the Tawagheet are kuffar. We say, turn over the page in Durr Sunniyah. Turn over the page. This is the way of Ahlul Bid'ah. The way of the people of innovation. They read one section, they say, look, we've got our answer. Anyone who's a Tawagheet, anyone who judges by other than what Allah has revealed, he's a Tawagheet. And every Tawagheet is a disbeliever. We say, don't. Before you get excited, turn over the page. What does Shaykhul Islam say on the next page that is reported from him in Durr Sunniyah? On the next page he says, as we have mentioned, some of the examples of the Tawagheet. Some of the examples of the Tawagheet. And then he mentions, and from them also is the one who takes bribes. Look, the one who takes bribes is from the Tawagheet. He mentions those who call to misguidance, Tawagheet. He gives examples like this. Examples like this. So now, let's ask the question. The one who takes a bribe is a kafir? Yes or no? If you say he's a kafir, then without a shadow of a doubt you have agreed with the Khawarij. No doubt whatsoever. Because the Ummah has ijma' that the taking of bribes does not make you a kafir. Up until you make istihlal. Until you make it halal for yourself. Allah made it haram, I don't care what Allah says, for me it's halal. This one is a kafir. Why? Because he's testified to the fact that he rejects what Allah has said. But the one who actually takes a bribe, just wants a bit more money. He's sinful, no doubt. But is he a kafir? Answer is no. These are major sins. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has mentioned in the Quran. Allah has mentioned, إِنَّ اللَّهَ لَا يَغْفِرُ أَن يُشْرَكَ بِهِ وَيَغْفِرُ مَا دُونَ ذَلِكَ لِمَنْ يَشَاءُ. That Allah does not forgive that someone is worshipped other than himself. Meaning a person commits idolatry. Allah does not forgive paganism or idolatry. But He forgives lesser than that to whomsoever He pleases. So now we understand that the taking of a bribe, that Shaykhul Islam, Muhammad bin Abdul Wahhab in Durr Sunniyah, a page after that quote, he mentions that these are the bribe takers. So the correct opinion is that the heads of Ahlul Bid'ah, they are Tawagheet. Let's not switch it. Because what did we say? That the Tawagheet can be a Muslim. The Tawagheet can be a kafir. The Tawagheet can also be a caller to misguidance. A Tawagheet can be the soothsayer, the fortune teller, Iblis, the idol that is worshipped. The one who calls others to worship him. The one who is worshipped by the people. Not that he calls them, but they worship him, but he doesn't mind them worshipping him. Tawagheet. Some of them Muslim, some of them kuffar, some of them sinners, some of them kuffar. So the ulama, they say, and Ahl al-Ilm, they have stated, that the Tawagheet, and from the Tawagheet are the Khawarij. And that is the correct opinion. Likewise, those Muslim rulers who judge by other than what Allah has revealed, then yes, the title of Tawagheet can be given. However, that does not necessitate that they have left the fold of Islam. Why? Because we have mentioned the ijma' from Ibn Abdul Barr in Tamheed, established with no difference of opinion, that the one who judges by other than that which Allah has revealed, then he is a Muslim by ijma'. So long as he does not enter with a statement, or with a saying, or with an action that necessitates that he has left the fold of Islam. Because a Muslim can judge by other than what Allah has revealed, and if he makes halal that judgment, he says, well, Allah makes it haram, as for me it's halal. This is called istihlal. Anyone who claims that which Allah has made haram, and he knows that Allah has made it haram, But he says, as for me it is halal. This one is a kafir. This one is a kafir. Even if he does it with alcohol, with gambling, with murdering, with whatever, with fornication. If he says, I know Allah made it haram, but I don't care, for me it's halal. This one is a kafir. He's performed istihlal. And this is what Ibn Taymiyyah mentions. The asl of these ayat, the whomsoever judges by other than that which Allah has revealed in Surah Al-Ma'idah. And then Allah mentions that they are the kafirun. Ibn Taymiyyah mentions that they have committed kuffar. That does not exit from the fold of Islam unless they make istihlal. Unless they make that sin and that judgment halal.